Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
For this pralaya, Swamiji has guided us that we must infuse intense consciousness, peace inside you and into the whole world. That is the only thing we can do, especially now. The only thing all of us can do is bring more and more unclutching and more shanti, peace through unclutching. Unclutching is a space of complete restful awareness where you are not clutching to any of the thought or emotion. Most of us are prisoners of our past. We repeat the behaviors we are familiar with. This results in the feeling that life is repetitive and boring, that we never experience anything new. When we unclutch, each moment becomes fresh, exciting, and filled with possibility. When you are not transferred the stress and load created by one thought to another thought and carry that load constantly, please understand, usually you transfer the load and stress you create by one thought to another thought. And when you are constantly transferring these emotions to the next thought, your inner space becomes insensitive. Those emotions to the next thought, your inner space becomes insensitive. The load with so much of emotions, it naturally sinks into depression, restlessness, boredom, all the negative emotions. Unclutching is not connecting one thought and the other thought and carrying the same stress and emotions. When you unclutch, you stop carrying the stress and negative emotions from one thought to another thought. And when you don't carry that stress, suffer negativity and pressure, restlessness from the one thought to the another thought, naturally you experience the peace inside you. Many of us still have questions about unclutching. They may not yet think this is the ultimate technique for them to run their life. Those people may think that they need thoughts or they need mind to function in their lives. Let us now see what Swamiji has to say about the unclutching to be liberated.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Revelations can happen in you when this idea awakens the non-mechanical parts of your brain understand one more important example. I always love to tell this story, this example. You are always afraid of unclutching or remembering that you are liberated. You wanted a clear mental setup so that your moral standard and life standard, internal and external lives will be same, smooth, as you think, what you think as order. No. In Indian villages I have seen, they will catch these monkeys if they enter into the city and leave them back in the forest. They have to catch them without poisoning them. So they will keep a small pipe inside which their hands can go. They will keep that pipe, and the other side they will keep a small sweet. This monkey will put the hand in the pipe and catch that sweet. After it catches the sweet, it will try to take the hands out, it will not come out. It will try its best to take the hand out. This fool does not understand, if he lets go the sweet, hands will come out. He will not let go the sweet. He will not leave the sweet. He will be holding on to that sweet or that item, the fruit, and he will be trying to take the hand out. Just because of his own closed hands, he will not be able to take his hands out of the net. And this fellow will be playing and pushing and pulling like this for hours. And that guy who put the net, the hunter, will slowly come and catch the monkey and put in the cage and take it away. We don't understand. Just if you leave the hand, your hands can just come out, come off. There is nobody who is binding. There is nobody who is putting you in bondage. Another one important story, wonderful story. I've seen in Indian forests, hunters catching birds. They'll catch the birds. There will be one small stick hanging in a rope. The stick will be very balanced, just like this, equal, this side and that side, the same weight and length, the stick will be. Like, there will be rope like this tied, and the stick will be hanging. When birds come, they'll try to sit one side. The moment they sit one side, suddenly the stick will become topsy-turvy, upside down, because of one side weight. It will become just upside down. It will just become topsy-turvy. Understand, the moment the stick has become upside down, the bird which is holding will completely get imbalanced and shaken. Now this guy starts thinking, if I leave, I'll fall and break my head and die. If I let go the stick now, I'll fall and break my head and die. He will be just hanging, trying to flutter his wings, trying to shake, trying to move, trying to bring that stick to balance, trying to straighten that stick. No. Nothing will happen. Never it will happen. All our practice, trying to create silence and balance through wealth, or peace and balance through some other practice, everything is equal to the trials and the things which this bird is trying to do. Fluttering the wing, balancing. The fluttering the wing can be having more cars and houses. Trying to balance the stick can be more like some japa or meditation or some spiritual practice, some techniques. Trying its best, nothing will happen. This guy will be hanging. Slowly, that hunter will come and catch the bird very slowly and put it in the cage and go. All you need to understand is you are never in bondage. You will never fall and die. Just let go. If the bird just opens, it can fly. It can just fly. The hunter is death. Till death comes, you are hanging, swinging, go and become so easy. I may die means I may fall and break my head, means I may lose my wealth, I may lose my mind, I may lose my balanced life, I may lose this, I may lose that. No. There is no history anytime a bird falling and dying. Same way, there will never be a history if you relax from all the things you are holding. You will lose your wealth or health or life or miss anything. You won't miss anything, whatever you have. At the most, when that bird lets go that stick, it takes 2-3 seconds for the bird to balance and start flying. At the most, you may need 2-3 months to balance and start flying. That 2-3 months, having the patience and balancing is what I call tapas. That is what I call tapas, living enlightenment. Understand, we are all hanging. Just open up, let go. Whatever you are holding in your mind as bondage, and whatever thought you think as bondage, whatever you think is associated with bondage or suffering, as you think, let go. Let go. You may think, I may have to let go my job. Don't bother. Let go. You will never miss your wealth. The moment you are balanced, you will start working out of your creativity. You will start expressing out of your strength. You will start expressing out of your joy. It is not that the person who is flying is not working. No. Paramahamsas are not lazy. They express the honest freedom and creativity. Having the trust that you can express that creativity and strength is what I call bhakti. You need only Atma Bhakti. Means having the trust towards yourself that you can also express that creativity. You can also express that freedom. That is bhakti. And opening, letting go the stick is tyaga, and balancing and flying is courage. That's all need to happen in our system. Anything, if you feel there is nothing really I am holding on, then wonderful, listen to these words. It will go deep and do the work of awakening the non-mechanical parts of your brain. If you still able to find out you are holding on to something, then relax. If you are holding on to something, relax. If you have nothing to hold on, then imbibe, listen to these words, let the process happen. Understand, all you need to do is just let go and fly. You will be a Paramahamsa. Thank you.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोहम्।
The global Akhanda Nirvikalpa Samadhi Jnana Yajna was on the 88th day to give the world a superconscious breakthrough and heal the whole world from COVID-19. People from over 50 countries continuously radiating the space of Paramashiva by practicing and unclutching meditation for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, straight from 13th May, India time. 448 people sessions from 3 languages around the world, which is English, French, and Chinese. From 50 countries, 26,888 minutes for peace. Every language started with chanting the Mahavakya for 1 hour, and then Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour, and then hours of straight unclutching. At any given time, there is active unclutching around the world. Join the movement at srikailasa.tv/minutes for peace. Every language started with chanting the Mahavakya for 1 hour, and then Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita for 1 hour, and then hours of straight unclutching. Swamiji revealed deeper insights into the cosmic happening of this Pralaya period. He has given us a glimpse of what is going on in this microcosm level and revealed us to exactly how that maps us on a microcosmic level. Before going further into our Satsang introduction today, let's remind ourselves of what Swamiji had said.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Please understand, strategy-less visionary is the definition of me. Visionary without a strategy. I'll just reveal what Paramashiva reveals. Paramashiva is very clearly expressing now means this pralaya. Now, not only universe is expanding, the expansion is accelerated. Understand? He also showed me the verbal manifestation, how the expansion is accelerated. Om is the expansion. The sound of the universe is Om. 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 And the acceleration of this expansion is Shiva, 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 Shiva. Listen, all of you human beings have binary existence, like inhaling, exhaling, life, death. Binariness is your existence. Let Shiva be your binariness. She inhaling, Va, exhaling. She, life. Va, death. This prana samana, inhaling, exhaling, life and death, everything. The binary happening in you, masculine and feminine, the binary happening in you. Be Shiva, 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 Shiva. Listen. This is the sound of the cosmos happening now, at present. Om is the physics, the existential reality of the universe by its natural expanding quality, tendency. Shiva is the vibration of acceleration happening in this expansion. So just go on, be sitting in that space. Shiva. See, when you are sitting in this space of Shiva, 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 that accelerated expansion of the universe starts happening in you, and you get the stimulus package from cosmos. Listen, not only governments, even cosmos is doing a powerful stimulus package for people to get superconscious breakthrough and manifest powers in this pralaya, in this pandemic. Simple way to get the large chunk of that stimulus package to manifest intense powers, love, knowledge, enlightenment. Big share Paramashiva is pushing on the world, humanity. Very simple way. Sit as much time as you can. Actually, you don't even need a separate time. While you are doing all your work, including falling asleep, you can just go on, be inside, vibrating. Don't chant, vibrate. Shiva. See, remembering and forgetfulness, both are your binary. Like inhaling and exhaling is your binary. Remembering, forgetfulness, and male, female, Shiva, Devi, Paramashiva, Parashakti, your existence is binary. Your understandings are binary. Your realizations are binary. Your experience of life is binary. You act binary. You live binary. Being and acting binary. Everything is binary. Silence and talking, everything is binary. So let your core existence of binary become Shiva, 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 Shiva. Along with your day-to-day activity, let this Shiva become undercurrent of you for this pralaya period. I am not telling you to strategize to be in that chanting Shiva, 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 Shiva whole life. Then you will never do. I am not interested in that. Just do for this pralaya. you will get a stimulus check from Paramashiva. If you want cosmic stimulus check, powers, enlightenment, superconsciousness, everything, huge chunk, just reverberate yourself with Shiva, 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 Shiva. You can see Shiva, both are rooted in Om. 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 I'm not lying. See, I'm standing in front of Mahakala Bhairava, keeping him as a witness, Mahakala Bhairava. The Saraswati is sitting on my tongue, being true to her, and Paramashiva manifesting through this being, true to him. I tell you all, just to do this, Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you are feeling restless, Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you are feeling bored, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. If you are feeling tired, Shiva. This whole technique. Shiva, Shiva, whatever it may be, don't leave Shiva. The rhythms can change, but don't change the core tune existence of your being. Raga can change, Tala can change, Pallavi can change, rhythm can change, even tune can change. Don't change the script. Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you are yawning, Shiva. Especially if you have Atmalinga, you can keep it in your bag. If you have a large jata like mine, put it inside the jata. Understand? In Hindu tradition, kings used to wear Shivalinga, their Atmalinga only as the krita, crown. Vaishnavites wear the Satari, the Parandamas Patukas as crown. Shaivites wear Atmalinga as the crown. If you have a jata, put the linga inside or put it in your bag. Anything is okay. Just if it is around your body, that's enough.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Today, we'll be exploring another fundamental aspect of the grand happening of the avatar, sannyas. One day, the avatar words and his physical presence will be only remembered in books and other recording media. Though he will be recalled as the most recorded incarnation in history. With millions of books and videos, his life will be his greatest teaching. The avatar has delivered and continues to deliver what he came for planet Earth. Not just because he has said it, but because he has lived it. Sannyas is the lifestyle which the avatar lived with such a perfect integrity and authenticity. Throughout the Hindu history, it was this lifestyle and the people who lived it who saved Hinduism from disappearing from planet Earth. In the modern day, the avatar paved this unique pathway for millions of his disciples to follow and ultimately reach the superior experience, the oneness with Paramashiva himself. In times such as these, when Kali Yuga is at its peak atrocity, this new pathway is a challenge, but it is needed for humanity to attain the next level of conscious functioning. Sannyas is the bridge that the avatar is rebuilding that will help millions cross this age's abysmal depression to the light on the other side.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
First, let us understand the very definition of sannyas. When Swamiji begins to define sannyas, he starts with the definition of integrity. He says, integrity is the unit of oneness, the state of Paramashivatva manifesting in your body and mind. Integrity is the unit to measure the amounts of oneness oozing out through the body and mind. Sannyas is the unit to measure the amount that the state, space, and powers of Paramashivatva are manifesting in your body and mind. An integrated person may have the state, but may not have the space and powers of Paramashivatva. There were many who relaxed in the state of Paramashivatva and decided, enough, I'm full. Why unnecessarily bother about anything else? It is very few who decide to also manifest the space and powers to show you the possibility. Integrity is the first of 36 tattvas, 36 units to measure the existence of the cosmos. Sannyas is the last unit to measure the most supreme experience of the universe, the ability to be in the pure state, the ability to manifest the space from the pure state, and the ability to manifest powers from the pure state and space. Swamiji says, I'm not saying that sannyas is the only way. I'm only saying that it is the royal way. The right practice of our original state of Paramashivatva is sannyas. That means without diluting the state, making it into a space and manifesting it into powers. For our understanding, Swamiji gives us a beautiful analogy. During a certain period, when milk is becoming curd, nobody should touch it. It should not be moved. It should be just left alone. Same way, anybody who wants to manifest Paramashivatva needs to be left untouched for a certain period. Your body and mind need to be left untouched without even remembering anyone or anything else in your inner space. If your life is committed to somebody, your life has another reflection or another responsibility. You need to respond to them. You have some fundamental commitment to somebody. But when physically, mentally, psychologically, and emotionally, there is no other relationship other than the Guru, you don't need to respond to anybody else. You only respond to Guru's presence in your life. When the milk is at the right saturation, you just need to drop a few drops of curd into the milk and leave it, which means drop the initiation into you and leave it. Then the milk solidifies and assumes the form of the pot and does not respond to relate with the anything other than the pot. In the same way, when the initiation is dropped, you need to be left just be one with the part, the Guru, who molds you. You see, when there is a commitment to constantly respond to another person, your nervous system goes through a certain regular anxiety attack. It is such like a cotton being beaten every day. When a cloth is being beaten every day, you can't expect it to get strengthened. That is why during the period when integrity is becoming enriching, you need to be left physically and mentally untouched and undemanded, and not required to respond to anything other than to Guru Vak, the guidance of the Guru. You need to be left in that kind of Vatavarana, the ambience. Anybody who reaches the shore of Paramashivatva, even if they were grahasthas, married householders, understand the need to be literally living as sannyasis for a certain period. That space of sannyas where you physically live brahmacharya, the living with the fulfillment within oneself, without the need of the opposite gender. Ahimsa, the non-violence. Satya, the thinking and speaking the truth always. Asteya, the non-stealing. And aparigraha, the living with the minimum things, is required for Paramashivatva. From the beginning of Swamiji's advent on planet Earth, he was always a sannyasi. In fact, after his birth, when Swamiji, biological mother, took him to the astrologer said that he would become a Raja Sannyasi or a king of monks. The avatar is seen here at age 4, dressed as a sannyasi, a Hindu monk, cognizing his sannyas, the monkhood, in his very depth. At that young age, behind him is the sacred Arunachala, Paramashiva, the primordial Hindu divinity, himself in hill form. In Tiruvannamalai, the avatar's place of incarnation. Swamiji narrates that once at the age of around 6, Raghupati Yogi once asked him, "Do you want to become a sannyasi or grihastha?" Swamiji just stood up and proudly declared sannyasi. Raghupati Yogi touched Swamiji's head and did something. Then after 2-3 days, Swamiji asked him, "Did you purify my brain to give a sannyas life?" He said, "I just increase the frequency to seeking, that's all." He said, just the seeking becomes powerful, all good would become your bio memory. Anyone struggling with brahmacharya or aparigraha or asteya, any vow you are struggling with, just your seeking is not intense, or you are struggling with integrity or inauthenticity, irresponsibility, selfishness, whatever, it just boiled down to only one: not having enough seeking. Just increase the intensity of seeking. Amazingly, Swamiji continues, from the time that he puts his hand on my head, my entire sexual development stopped. My physiology froze. My sexual physiology did not develop further. Now, let's watch a video.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Today, I will continue to expand on sannyas. Knowingly, unknowingly, directly or indirectly, constantly, please listen, constantly, the society pokes at you. Ignorance is harassing you. Every response you give it to the happenings of life to you, every response you do to the bits and pieces of life happening to you, every cognition you do is with the interpretation of the social ignorance. Please understand. For example, when somebody harasses you, attacks you, whether you hit him back, attack him back, or keep quiet, both are from social ignorance. You don't keep quiet for right reason. You don't keep quiet with the right cognition. You don't attack for the right reason. Whether you attack or keep quiet, both, as long as they are from powerlessness, the social ignorance, you will continue to suffer. Please understand. Responding, cognizing based on social ignorance, and responding based on the ignorance imposed on you is what I call Maya. Please understand. Swami Vivekananda beautifully describes Yama iti Maya, which is not there but constantly harasses you as if it is there, is Maya. Ramakrishna quotes his guru Nangta Totaburi, Mahant of Mahanirvani Akada. He quotes, Nangta used to say, Nangta is the twisted word for Naga. Totaburi used to say, the source, life, cosmos, consciousness does not allow itself to be experienced as it is, so it always wears the veil of Maya, burqa of Maya. So listen, whether you attack back or keep quiet or make somebody else attack, whatever, as long as the cognition is from social ignorance and the response is based on the social ignorance imposed on you, please be very clear, you are in Maya. Maya, delusion, Maya, illusion. It is so unfortunate. invariably, whether you are a beggar in the street or ruler of a country, your cognition is from social ignorance. Your response is from social ignorance. Please listen. If you beat your kids for some reason, when they start crying, just to pacify them, you give them candy. That is exactly the way society treats you. It slaps you and takes away your original knowledge of you, your original state from you. When you start crying, it gives you little money and one car, one house, and a post, president, or head of a country, or head of the society, award. And then, just like how the kids, they put a 5-star in the mouth and say, oh, my mom is great, my dad is great. Fool, you forgot the original state taken away from you. Reducing your taste to a cheaper level is the work of ignorance. Please.
The power of this declaration by the young avatar just stopped the sexual maturity from happening in his body. To date, the testosterone, the male hormone levels in the avatar's body match the levels that are normally found in a 6-year-old boy. In 2014, when an invasive medical test was conducted on Swamiji at the Victoria Government Hospital, the test results showed that the testosterone levels of Swamiji were less than that of a 6-year-old boy. As you can see, this is the exact records of Swamiji's medical test showing Swamiji's level of testosterone in his body. To many, this might be extremely shocking results, but for all of us devotees, this is an indicator of the sheer power of Swamiji's command over his body to manifest sannyas, even though his physiological function. Let's watch a video on sannyas. What Swamiji is sharing. Is it renunciation or denial? Let's listen.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Positive affirmation of your
From taking Karma Brahmacharya, over here somewhere,
that,
the thought current of renunciation, I caught how amazing it is, but it's like somewhere along the line, this denial thought current and this renunciation thought current got mixed. And on the day zero, you were talking about the Neo-Vedantist idea of this violent, we have a fight inside. And I was wondering if you could explain the difference between denial, renunciation, and how the whole thing leads deeper.
somebody came and asked me that me and my wife are not able to get along, so we both want to take sannyas. I said, you think then we are all like that? Then I told him, look around, all of them are like that, my sannyasis. Sannyas is not because you are not able to live with your wife, but because you can't share your body anymore with anybody other than Sadashiva. It became too intimate. Other than the space of Sadashiva, I can't open myself up to anything else. It's too much. That space is sannyas, not that because I can't handle this one. Let me run away and become. Understand? Sannyas is positive affirmation of your existence, not negative escapism. Positive affirmation of your existence, not negative escapism. And that also needs lot of will, persistence, and not giving up. Not giving up.
Continuously, over the last few months, Swamiji has been guiding every one of us to unclutch. He even said that he is going to repeat himself until every single human being hears what he is saying, and at least had their first glimpse into the world of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which Swamiji has made so easy for us. Swamiji had his first ever unclutching initiation from his guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Arunagiri Yogeshwara is the embodiment of Paramashiva, the primordial Hindu divinity, who assumed the human form of thousands of years ago and who assumed the form of a sannyasi and befriended the young avatar as his guru in our times. It is during the period of 1988 and 89. What unfolded is the gift to humanity is the ideal guru-disciple relationship, where the guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, is the embodiment of Paramashiva and the disciple, the avatar, is the current incarnation of Paramashiva. Though the happening of his beloved guru, the avatar recreates the magical experience of the guru-disciple relationship for millions of his own disciples, kindling in them the yearning to discover the same sweet space of disciplehood and the bliss of Advaita, the oneness. the darshan, the divine physical presence of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and the 9.5 year month period during the life of the avatar is the pivotal period during the avatar's childhood years. This period came to a ceremonious climax after 9 months when Arunagiri Yogeshwara himself initiated Swamiji into sannyas and wrapped the kavi around Swamiji. Now we can watch as Swamiji himself beautifully narrates this incident for his life.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
That is a standard menu. In any middle class house in the village, this will be the standard menu. She will ask, what do you want? And whatever I say, she will pack and give. I have seen Arunagiri Yogeshwara eating with me. One day I told him, please you come to the house, my house. And he laughed and said, you come to the place where I am staying. House where I am staying. The moment he said, I know, wow, it's such an opportunity. I said, come on. I told him, come on, take me. You never took me to the house where you are staying. Take me to your room. I thought inside that cave only he is staying. I know in Tiruvannamalai temple there are so many caves and caves. Such huge, large size caves, 1,000 people can sit. That size caves I have seen. This whole technique with and water. I have seen the caves. So I thought maybe this cave will lead to his cave where he is staying. And I also know in Tiruvannamalai temple there are many underground paths, subways. He said, come on, let's go. He entered into that cave by bending, and I remember he just held. Please understand, now I wanted to put this on record. First time when he pressed the hand, I lost body consciousness. All these days I was with him, I never lost body consciousness. First time I lost body consciousness. So, from this moment, whatever I am describing, I do not know whether physically I was part of that scene or I was taken out of my body and this experience happened. I am not able to be clear. Because the moment he pressed my hand to pull me inside the cave along with him, I lost the body consciousness. And even the scenes I remember after this were not like this worldly. He just walked into a cave and I also walked with him, and suddenly the cave opened and we came out and I saw a huge banyan tree, little bigger than our Bididi banyan tree. It was Arunachala hill, that much I can very clearly say. And the huge banyan tree. And the way he went and sat authoritatively, I know he is the Guru. And all of them are his disciples, very elderly sadhus with a long beard, just like you listen and see in the stories. How the Dakshinamurti used to be sitting under the banyan tree and all his old disciples used to sit. That's exactly the scene. The scene happening happened in Kailasa, happening in Biddi, was literally happening. I saw. The way he went and sat. Literally he sat like Dakshinamurti only. He just went and put his leg little this way, that's all. That's the way he sat. Where he put the left leg on the right leg and little closer he kept. Then usual posture of Dakshinamurti, you see. This is exactly the way he sat. And he started answering some of the questions they all asked. They were addressing him with so much of reverence. And they all fell flat when he sat in his seat and did namaskar and sat up. I was the only small boy in that group, but I was looking around and seeing all of them. Maybe after some time, their attention turned on me and one person said, "Who is this person? He is the only person without kavi here, who is not a swami, sannyasi." That kind of it did not exactly meant I am not a sannyasi or a person without having kavi, something like that. Because I was with my school uniform. I remember very clearly that dark blue and light blue. Must be, because 11 means by the time I've already started going to the high school, 6th grade. So dark blue and light blue. In Indian villages, kids will not change they will wear the uniform even in the holidays. They may not go to school, but they will be always wearing the uniform only, same dress only. I still remember the half trouser of dark blue and shirt of light blue. That was the school uniform. And immediately that's all my Kundalini. I said, I may not be wearing kavi, I am also sannyasi only. And I saw Aruණagiri Yogeshwara laughed. Then he said, then why you are not wearing kavi? I asked him, you give me kavi. He laughed and he looked. Immediately I saw one sadhu brought kavi clothes. And I did not even have a second thought to remove and throw my dress. Said, I may not be wearing kavi, I am also sannyasi only. And I saw Aruණagiri Yogeshwara laughed. Then he said, then why you are not wearing kavi? I asked him, you give me kavi. He laughed and he looked. Immediately I saw one sadhu brought kavi clothes. And I did not even have a second thought to remove and throw my dress. I just removed all my dress. Naked I walked near him without even having a second thought. And he himself tied that kavi cloth in my hip like a dhoti. He himself tied it.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Today, Swamiji has initiated thousands into following the same lifestyle. The earlier recorded 10-day Brahmacharya program, the training and the initiation program, a program of intense meditation and inner seeking to offer your being to the personification of existence in the form of master, says Nithyananda. An initiated brahmachari lives like existence with Sat, which is the truth, Chit, consciousness, and Ananda, which is bliss. He witnessed the emotional fluctuations of life with detachment. A brahmachari is intensely committed to attain enlightenment. Krishna Jayanti, which is the birthday of Lord Krishna, was observed during the Brahmacharya program. The birthday of Lord Krishna was celebrated with joy.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
The root chakra or energy center in our body, from where the inner fire arises. The inner fire that is closely associated with our emotions and the fire that we need to learn how to handle through the Brahmacharya training program. Here, he explains the 4 stages of fantasy that logs the Mooladhara chakra. Let's watch an excerpt from the training program right now.
This whole technique, and I wanted all of you to know a few things before entering into the process. It's not something like a frightening, but it is my responsibility to tell. Before entering into the process, you should know what you are entering into, what kind of process you are taking up, what you are really entering into. Because people are really greedy about experiences, about spirituality. But when it comes to doing something, they are totally shaken. They are at last. So let you be very clear before entering into the thing, what you are entering into. That is why we put the tradition, puts all these basic conditions before entering into this type of spiritual alchemy process. No personal property. You may think, having personal property and this program, how are they related? You do not know. If you have personal property, there is always a guarantee you can jump and escape and run away. You have a security. You have a security, you have a backup, you have a support. If you, in the between the process, if your ego is disturbed, you can always do, why should I listen to this fellow? Forget about him. You have your survival. You have your survival. Then there is every possibility you will not be able to go through the program, or you will not be able to intensely experience it. If you have any backup, any other lifestyle, simply forget about the whole program. Go and live that option. If you have any other, actually, you know, one more thing, this brahmacharya life itself is option only. You can achieve enlightenment even without brahmacharya. Let me be very clear. I wanted to make this point very clear. Even without this brahmacharyam, you can achieve enlightenment. It is possible. It's not that it is not possible. But still I have not found anybody achieving through that route. That is different. That is different. But theoretically, it is possible. It is possible. Many people say it is possible. So okay. The whole brahmacharyam program, apart from enlightenment, it's a big liberation. Getting enlightened is one thing. Even otherwise, you will be liberated from the need of the other person. It's a big freedom, liberation. Only people who are really interested in that come back for next session. Otherwise, do not come. One more thing, do not take this program in a simple way. If you really go through this, after that you will not be able to marry or live with somebody. So if you are not clear about your life, better do not be here. And later on, do not blame me. No personal properties, no personal relationships, no meat or drugs, because this whole process is taking you to the higher energy. Meat and drugs will pull you to the lower energy. An intense commitment to master and his mission. You may ask, why intense commitment to master and his mission? This is not some selfish concept. The reason is, brahmacharya will give you tremendous strength and freedom. If you are not having a proper guide after you being empowered, there is every possibility you will become a devil.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
During this training program, Swamiji initiated members to do an intense penance called Ananda Tapas. The participants sit within a circle of fire for several hours, for several days, usually 10 hours a day, at least 10 days. Under the master's supervision, this
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
few have been unable to last for course, but very few. Swamiji says that this Ananda Tapas dissolves the samskaras completely as no other process can. The engraved memories are burned and boiled away. Swamiji talks about his own experience with this Panchatapas when he practiced it in Omkareshwar. Swamiji says, when one does the Ananda Tapas from morning till night, within 10 or 12 days, I have seen that either the person will fall in tune or he will run away. Either that person, if he is a sincere seeker, he'll fall in tune, or second day or third day he will disappear. I have seen that whatever it may be, he will not be there, because this technique is like literally drilling your consciousness. You are not asking your unconscious permission. You are not telling your unconsciousness, I am going to meditate, please cooperate with me. No, you just say either do or die. Not even if you die, who will do? Just do, that's all. During the Brahmacharya program and on several other occasions, Swamiji has led hundreds through a powerful spiritual process called firewalking. Firewalking is a traditional vaccination which shoots up your body's immunity. Instructions for authentic practices is: the pit should be 11 feet long of burning live charcoal. Traditional music should be played to activate your lymph system. Once the detox system is awakened and triggered by the traditional music, one can then walk on the fire pit. This season, the ritual of fire walking is widely performed by the people of Tamil Nadu. This will spiritually protect us. You may or may not have the blisters though from any form of virus. Fire walking activates certain brain grooves and triggers our body to become active, alive, and alert. In tune, in turn, shooting up the immunity strength and increase the possibilities and potential of body, mind, and being. Swamiji has beautifully put the context of firewalking and panchatapas as a way to transcend the senses. Swamiji says, you may have two eyes as you sensory equipment, and this is what in Sanskrit they call Indriya. Indriya is not sense as you understand. Please understand, there is energy behind the senses, and we see through that energy. Though we think we see through the tools, these eyes are just windows. There is energy behind the eyes that sees through the eyes. In the case of eyes, that indriya is called chakshu. Let me be very clear that you see through the eyes and your eyes are not seeing. Through the eyes you are seeing, and there is an energy that is seen through the eyes which we call indriya. Swamiji narrates that once during his time, the wandering times, the length and breadth of the India when he was 19 or 20 years old, he came across a Naga Baba who was very powerful. I think he had lived up to 160 years or around that. Even medical doctors had certified that he was 150 to 160 year old. He had attended 12 Kumbh Melas. Kumbh Mela is a function that happens in India once in 12 years. He has attended 12 Kumbh Melas and was a very elderly, respected sadhu. He used to smoke chillam and opium, like opium pipe. Before smoking, he will put a copper coin in that and he would smoke. And after that, he will empty the pipe and the coin would have turned to gold. By an alchemy process, he will sell that coin and buy more opium. If people went to this Naga Baba to have initiation, to learn something, he would tell them to focus on his trident, Trishul. He would place his Trishul, Shiva's Trishul, on the ground, driving this bottom tip into the earth, and tell them to stare at this Trishul. They have to stare at all three tips at a time without shifting their eyeballs. You must be able to see all three tips of the Trishul at a time. Swamiji thought, what is the big deal? After it is a small Trishul, it is not a big thing. I can stare at all three tips at a time. It is not a big deal. He had this unique method of testing people. He would tell people, if you are able to stare at all three tips at a time, then I will initiate you. Then you are ready, otherwise I will not initiate you. He would just put his finger on the tip and he will ask, are you able to see this? They would say yes. Then he would move his finger to the next tip. Then he would ask, are you able to see this? If they moved eyes, if they shifted my eyeballs even a little bit, he would detect the movement and say, no, you are not able to stare at all tips at a time. Your eyeballs are moving. You are not able to see all three at a time. Actually, if you see, we never see all three tips at the same time. He was right. He was right because once eyeballs are consistently moving at such a high speed, we are not able to understand that we can't see anything in one vision. Constantly, our eyeballs are moving so that we are getting a complete picture. Because of that, we don't understand the truth that we don't use both eyes at a time. He would make people sit there and he would not give food or let them sleep. He would tell them to look at the tip of the Trishul simultaneously.
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Till one succeeds in this, nothing was allowed. No food, no sleep, no initiation. If any sincere person sits there for 3 or 4 days, he would able to see that. When Swamiji observed the Naga Baba's students, he saw that when they are able to see the 3 points of the Trishul, they gain the awareness that there was a center which uses the senses. They become aware that they themselves are not directly connected to these senses and become aware that there was a center within them that was using these senses. Swamiji says that if we do this practice, we will not feel tiredness because we disconnected ourselves from these senses. After the students are capable to doing this, the Naga Baba will then instruct the next level of this process. Stare at the sun for as long as possible. If the student were hesitant, he would tell them, if you feel pain, you don't have to do this process. But when the pupil of his Baba actually did this practice and they saw that they were able to stare at the sun for 3 days at a time, they would not have any pain or discomfort, not even tears. It was a simple, very simple technique. The technique is nothing but it took one to such a height. One became unconnected, and one is just clutching from one's senses. As long as you are connected to your senses, or you believe you are your senses, you abuse your senses. Be very clear. Your body has got tremendous intelligence to update, heal, rejuvenate, and replace itself. When you connect yourself with the senses, you stop that natural rejuvenation process. Your ego is such that whatever you feel, some enjoyment, you go to extreme till that senses is tired. Till that senses get tired, you do not stop. Till we feel we are overflowing, we don't stop eating. Till our eyes are begging us to please relax, we do not switch off the TV. But just because you have a belief that seeing the nonsense cricket is joyful, you go to abusing your senses. Just because your mind believes that cricket is joyful, you have some nonsensical ideas, all connected with it. The moment you start believing, if your eyes are begging, you can feel your eyes will just be closing down during the advertisement breaks. But you do not let the senses rest. You abuse them. When you go to the extreme point when you can't use it anymore, only then you relax. Like kids, till they break the toys, they will not stop playing with, they will not stop playing with them. Same way, till you break your senses, you will not leave them. Same way with food. If you decide something is tasty, you will not, if you feel that it's something tasty, you will not leave the food till your senses are abused. If you have the intelligence that you are not your senses, that you are merely using the senses, then you will never abuse them, creating a gap between you and the senses will give you a little sense. You will not abuse your senses anymore. You will not misuse your senses at all. In the same way, the moment you decide that touching is pleasurable, you go to the extreme. You use all your energy to feel that pleasure, give enough gap of your senses to rejuvenate themselves. There is an automatic intelligence that is constantly rejuvenating your senses. Not only it is rejuvenating, it is also replacing. If some part is damaged, You have enough intelligence to replace that also. But if your ego or the mind interferes, you do not allow the natural process to happen. Swamiji narrates about one of the first time that he led people into fire walking. He says there were so many people, at least 500 people who walked on the fire. At least 500 people, 100 to 200 people from different countries. They had never heard of this fire walking. We had a 15-day meditation program, and at the end of this program, on the last day, I said, let's see how much you are unconnected from senses. If really you are connected, your bodies should be able to expand. It should be able to adjust the rejuvenate and the atmosphere with the other situations. Let us test as well. After the fire walking, one devotee came and told me, Swamiji, before walking, I trusted you. And after walking, I'm able to trust myself. I never thought I could have done this. I just did it because of you. But after walking on that fire, I suddenly realized that I'm able to do it by myself. When I prove myself to myself, the confidence or the idea which I'm having about myself is developed. It becomes different totally. Several hundreds of people walked on the fire and have done again since then. Not 1 foot or 2 feet fire, but 21 feet long pathway. Not only nobody was hurt, many were walking a second time and third time. Some were dancing on the fire. If you can center yourself in your center beyond these 5 senses, not only you will experience the bliss within, even the senses become very alive, energetic, and active. You experience a different level of existence altogether. Your very existence will be in a different level.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
It is now time to prepare ourselves to be in Upanishad with His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let us make a conscious decision to be in the space of deep listening with a simple integrity with Swamiji, that we are here, open and available to receive the revelations of Paramashiva. Let us chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambam. Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Madhyamam. Asmadacharya Paryantam. Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas, E-Gurukul students, Kailasas, NHU students, Paramashiva Ganas, Paramashivoham Season 9 participants, sitting with us through Kailasa TV, Kailasas HN TV. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Life is all about the consciousness. We built it, we are building, we are going to be building. Whatever consciousness you built, last few years, you are enjoying that now. Listen, whatever consciousness you built in last few years, you are enjoying the result of that now. Whatever consciousness you are building now, you are going to enjoy the result of it in next few years. Understand this fundamental truth. Your thought currents, the thought currents which you encouraged by cherishing them, and the thought currents you made it into reality by supporting it with your action or inaction. For example, you want to do puja. If you do puja, if you do the action called puja, that thought current will become powerful. You want to be in depression. If you don't do anything, that thought current will become powerful. So, there are some thought currents which you made it powerful by acting on it. There are some thought currents which you made it powerful by not doing any action, acting against it. All these put together is what I call consciousness. What you engage, what you entertain, what you entrain, all these put together is your consciousness. Listen, understand? When you are in your 20s, if you do yoga or workout, your 30s you will be healthy, you will enjoy it. In your 30s, if you do all that, yoga, physical activities, physical workout and all that, you will enjoy the results in your 40s. In your 40s, if you do all that, you will enjoy the results in 50s. So, it's all about the body you built, you are going to enjoy. Listen, same way the consciousness you build, you are going to enjoy. Roughly, a modern human being roughly takes 6 months to build a new kind of a consciousness. Listen, that is why I say, anyone who is attending satsangs for last 6 months is absolutely in a right track towards enlightenment. You are on your flight to Kailasa. Because more than 6 months you can't cheat. So even if you are a atheist, Dravish mafia, Dravish monster, the anti-Hindu element, even for spying, if you start attending, if I attend a satsang every day, he may blurt out somewhere at some point where Kailasa is. Let me watch the satsang every day in and day out. All is programmed. Somehow I will spy on him and get it. Even for that purpose. If you watch satsang for 6 months, you will be simply my disciple. Hey, listen, listen. 6 months is too much time, I'm telling you, too much time. Many people who came to spy me started enjoying the whole spice and became devotee. Anyhow, now listen. Consciousness you build is life. See, listen to this. I'm telling you with all my sincerity. I am absolute integrity and compassion. I do not know any of the society's cunning, strategic methodologies, neither the exploitative economic policies, nor the chronic capitalistic methodologies, or the shrewd politics. Please be very clear. I have started doing what I am doing now the moment I identified myself and my gurus, what they have to offer it to me and what I am supposed to offer it to the world. It is a simple Guru Sishya Parampara gone right. You only heard many things which have gone wrong. Now I am telling you, Nithyananda and Kailasa is nothing but a living small stream of living enlightened masters, Guru Sishya Parampara gone right. That's all. I am defining one-liner. Hey, tell me, what is your Swamiji and Kailasa is all about? Always your spouses will be questioning you. Especially when you are locking yourself whole day, sitting in front of a Zoom, watching the satsang, and laughing on your own, singing on your own. Your husband or wife or kids, all will be asking, hey, tell me in one line, what is your Swami and Kailasa is all about? In a small village, in those days, existed a living stream, small living stream of enlightened masters. That Guru Sishya Parampara gone right in the modern world is Nithyananda and Kailasa. That's it. You might have heard, anything can go wrong will go wrong. I tell you, anything can go right will go right. I am just simple living stream of Hindu Guru Sishya Parampara from a small village gone right. That's it. A small Siddha Parampara. Gone right. small living masters parampara gone right. That's it. Listen. All I know is absolute integrity to my gurus. Pure vision, sincere hard work without any exploitative strategies. Listen carefully. I am doing what I am doing even when I did not have anything supporting me. Listen. We have the earliest video records of me available, 2001, 2002. Even at that time, you can see very clearly I am describing. I am not at all bothered about success. I am clearly ready for simple hard work to help every human being, every individual. I was very clear when I started my public life, when I started enriching the world. I did not have the support of the wealth or social infrastructures or anything. I only received enlightenment and the guidance from my gurus. I did not have any external support. But I was very clear. I can peel my skin and make chappal for my gurus. Understand, if I do not have anything, I can peel my skin and make Guru Padukas. That kind of a clear dedication I had. It is absolutely clear. With the dedication, I decided I will do whatever I can with all my integrity to make this Kailasa happen. Listen. Literally, my gurus birthed me, brought me from Kailasa, and protected me, groomed me, made me manifest. How I am doing it for Skandamata? Exactly same way my gurus have done for me. I don't know how many of you know, I personally went and birthed Skandamata, brought Skandamata to planet Earth. So understand, my gurus birthed me, held me, groomed me, made me manifest. I tell you, by the time I started knowing me, they already made me realize my identity. Never they allowed me to forget my identity as Paramashiva, smoothly, beautifully they did the transition of the macrocosm to microcosm. I still remember Kuppammal used to tell, "Dey, நீ பால்ல இருந்து வந்த வெண்ணெய் இல்லடா, பார்க்கடல்ல இருந்து வந்த வெண்ணடா. நாங்க தாண்டா உன்னை பார்த்துக்கணும்." She used to work so much to protect me and care for me, and sometimes for 6-7 hours she will walk. See, there used to be a place in Thiruvannamalai, Kattu Siva Ashram, and interior forest. Still that place is there. There used to be two Swamis in Gautama Ashram, senior Swami and junior Swami. And that senior Swami is very close to Kuppammal. He used to be called as Kattu Shiva. And she will walk with that Kattu Shiva. The Kattu Shiva usually he wears only lion cloth and he will have one big stick with him. And she will walk with him sometimes for 6-7 hours to get herbs and aushadas. Actually, in between, there was some time Kattu Shiva just went inside for a samadhi. And ordinarily, normal human beings will not be able to see his form. But he will come whenever Kuppammal wants to identify any herbs. Actually, when I saw him, he was not having physical body. He was having more like a Divya Sarira. His body has become already that Siddha Sarira. So he will just appear anywhere and disappear anywhere. And he used to take Kuppammal to show the herbs. And Isaki Swami used to be very intimate with Kattu Shiva. Listen, he's called Kattu Shiva because he knows the whole forest. He knows the whole forest, and he used to have a small kind of a herb. He will bite that, then his body will disappear. So whenever I have seen him, there used to be a empty wooden blanket, wooden mana in front of Isaki Swami. Suddenly this Kattu Shiva will appear sitting on that and he will pull that herb out of his mouth, means he is assuming the body. And they both will sit and sometimes talk and sometimes don't even talk. Half an hour, 1 hour they will sit. And whenever he wants to go somewhere, he will put that herb in the mouth. Then I know that he is going to now dissolve into the air. Or he is going to move to the different plane, that different existence, different form. Then he will move. Understand? She will walk sometimes 6-7 hours and bring the herbs. I used to ask her, "Why are you working so hard?" She will tell in Tamil, "Dey, நீ பால்ல வந்த வெண்ணெய் இல்லடா, பார்க்கடல்ல வந்த வெண்ணடா." Very poetically she will tell that you are not the essence of, I think, vennai, I don't know what is the English word they use. I'll roughly translate. You are not the essence of just milk. You are the essence of milky ocean. In Tamil, there is a word parkkadal. Parkkadal means, it has two meanings, milky ocean and Milky Way. That cosmos, what we call the Milky Way, that is called parkkadal. Because there is no other separate Milky Ocean. This Milky Way is only called in Tamil Parkkadal. Understand? Whatever my gurus have given me as the way to build the superconsciousness for the being of Paramashiva to grow. How they manifested Paramashiva in me, I am giving you precisely those methods. As I said, Nithyananda is small living stream, small but continuous living stream of enlightened masters in a remote village of India gone right. That's a punchline, gone right. Actually, there is nothing new I started. Everything my gurus have done. I am only reviving it and taking it to the larger scale. I still remember this one incident. In Indian villages, they will give the donkey milk, Kadapal, for a very strong voice, metallic voice, Vengala Kural. For that, they will rub the donkey's milk, Kadapal, in the tongue. There is another one poison called Kallipal. If you give Kallipal to the kids, kids will die. There are some places where they want to get rid of their kids, they will give the Kallipal. Kallipal will kill the kids. These are the traditional poisons. Kallipal, Arali Veda. These are the traditional poisons. This Kadapal is the very healthy to make the voice very strong. When they were doing certain process to make my voice very metallic and strong, actually, please understand, I can speak for 20 hours a day, from morning till night, and the voice will be same. See all my video recordings of the classes, whether I am speaking early morning 4 o'clock or I am speaking late night 2 o'clock. Continuously, it will be same because it was done by them. They did it. My gurus have done it. So when my Guru Kuppamal, when she was applying that Kadapal, she added some herbs and then started applying in my tongue. And Isaki Swami and Raghupati Yogi, both of them insisted that she adds certain poisonous herbs, like Arali Veda and this Kallipal. She was asking why. Certain quantity, means very less quantity, processed, like in one copper needle, they applied the Arali Veda poison and the Kallipal and showed it in the fire, almost like processing it, breaking its poisonous qualities, but adding it to the Kaludapal, that milk which was being given to me as a medicine. They were adding. Actually, Raghupati Yogi and Isaki Swami insisted that this gets added. So it used to be done every day. One best thing I received from Paramashiva is I will never question my gurus. Not even 1 second I will think. See, in front of me only they talk to each other. கொஞ்சம் அரளி விதையை அரைச்சி கொஞ்சம் கள்ளிப்பாலையும் சேர்த்து அதையும் சேர்த்துடலாமா இதில் இந்த கழுதப்பாலில். And I know அரளி விதை is a poison. What they are mixing is a poison. I have heard it many times that people die when they are given arali veda or when they are given the kallipal. Neither I will have 1 second reluctance, nor I will ask for explanation. That's all I will tell. I will only tell that quickly apply it on the tongue. How long I can be sitting with open tongue hanging. That's all I'll tell. Neither doubt nor question, not even explanation. So slowly every day they will increase the dosage. One day suddenly I saw tears in Raghupati Yogi's eyes. That was little, because he is a very strong, real man. I never bothered about they applying poison every day in my tongue. But these tears shook me. I asked, what happened, Swamiji? He said, no, I am so happy. Now nobody can poison you. Anyone poisons also, that poison will be only cleansed. You can detox yourself and the system will be cleansed, but you won't die. Because they built the system such a way that no poison can kill the body, can kill it. They said, no poison can kill you anymore. The system is now thoroughly built that not only you are ready for the metallic stone voice, no poison can touch you. I used to wonder why they have prepared me with so many layers of protection. Because they know culinaries will try to do anything, and the culinary gangs, racist gangs, will try to do anything. Listen. I am absolutely dedicated to my gurus. I am not a reformer, I am a reviver. What my gurus gave me, I am just reviving it to the whole world, mapping it to modern man. You need to be very clear. About where I am coming from. Only then you will understand the authenticity of what I am sharing with you all. As I said, this is the one-liner. Small but continuous living stream of enlightened masters from a small, remote Indian village gone right. That's all. whether the science of unclutching, science of 7 chakras, the science of state of Paramashiva, science of space of Paramashiva, the completion, working with samskaras, releasing the samskaras, completing the samskaras, are science of kriyas, science of yoga vinyasa kramas, science of pranayamas, the science of meditation techniques, science of power manifestation, science of dhyana, science of dharana, science of samadhi, science of aushadas, science of yantras, science of mandalas, science of siddha herbs, everything. I am just reviving, not reforming. Science of mantras, science of kriyas, everything. I am just reviving, not reforming or newly adding anything. Whether methodology of Shaktipada or Shaktinipada, distilling the essence of all the Hindu sampradayas, Hindu orders, and sharing with you all everything. Whatever I received from my gurus, I am just mapping it and sharing it with you all. Varnashrama dharma or brahmacharya, sannyasa, vanaprastha, anything. It's your choice whether you can listen to me when I am in the body and get enlightened, or come back again and again, worship my deities, and through deities connect with me. That time I may be in Kailasa, and then get liberated. It's all up to you. You have choice. You have choice whether to connect directly when I am in the body, or you can connect with my deity in next births. You can choose. But you have to connect and get enlightened at some birth. Either you connect with Avatara or Archavatara. But you have to connect and get enlightened at some birth. That is mandatory. Now, next few days I will teach you all the sacred secrets of building super consciousness where Paramashiva's being can grow, making a fertile ground for Paramashiva's being to grow, is building consciousness. Once Arunagiri Yogeshwara told me, very simple thing. He just materialized and gave a linga and said, wear this always. I said, yes, Swamiji. Only when I started wearing and living, I had a doubt. So next day I rushed. Can I wear this even when I go to bathroom, restroom? 1, 2. That's a symbol in mudra in the school. The school we have mudras. You can't tell directly your teacher, Sir, I want to go for urine. No, you can't tell that. It's very disrespectful. So you have to, there are mudras. You have to say, Sar. You raise the finger like this, you want to go for one bathroom. And if you say, Sar, it means you want to go for two bathrooms. And if you put your hand down and scream, Sar, 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 means urgent. These are all the school days mudras. So I was asking Arunagiri Gishra, can I go for 1, 2 also, wearing this linga? He said, when you go for 1, 2, can you remove Paramashiva from your soul and keep it out and go? I said, no. Then what is the problem? If you can't remove the Paramashiva from your consciousness, why do you want to remove the linga? It's okay, wear it. That's it. I tell you, when I started having the linga on whole day, I started feeling, yes, Paramashiva is living in me, with me. See, all of us know Paramashiva lives in our consciousness. But we don't remember. Having a linga constantly puts you in that consciousness. And I tell you, what you remember again and again will become part of your consciousness within 6 months. 6 months is the maximum time. I can tell you, all earliest photos of me, if you take it out and see, you will see that linga either in the hip or in the neck. It will always be there. You can see in a small vibhuti bag. I'll put it inside and keep. Lingamum angamum veragadu. Angattodiye irukkum lingam. All my old photos you can see, it will be there in the hip. That pouch will be there. Like in a rope, I'll tie that pouch and tie that rope in the hip. Whether I was wandering, doing Parivraj Yatra, begging and living, anything, that will be there always. I tell you, having a linga, Atma Linga, always, either you can wear it in a chain on the neck or in the hip, builds Paramashiva consciousness in you. Charya for jnana. Lifestyle for enlightenment. See, Charya means lifestyle. Kriya means doing actions which directly builds connection with Paramashiva. Yoga means building the body, mind, connecting to Paramashiva, manifesting Paramashiva. Jnana means pure enlightenment, science, power manifestation, state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, superconsciousness of Paramashiva, all that. So now, Charya for Charya, Charya Charya, Charya Kriya, Charya Yoga, Charya Jnana. Same way, Kriya Charya, Kriya Kriya, Kriya Yoga, Kriya Jnana. Then Yoga's Charya, Yoga's Kriya, Yoga's Yoga, and Yoga's Jnana. Jnana's Charya, Jnana's Kriya, Jnana's Yoga, Jnana's Jnana. This whole thing put together is what I call Paramashiva Jnana. That 16 combination. Knowledge about lifestyle. You can put it, this whole permutation combination. I will teach all these 16 for building The Paramashiva consciousness in all of us, listen, it takes maximum 6 months, even if you are a thick skin. And already we all know, next 6 months, none of us have any other work. Be very clear, next 6 months you are simply home quarantined, any country you are in. Please be very clear. Listen, I want to make this statement about Corona. Even when the media was trying to create unsubstantiated fears, I was not ready to believe them. Now, we are in a most dangerous space. Why, you know? One, people are all getting into that pandemic fatigue and feeling like, even if they start feeling like even if they die, it's okay, but they don't want to. They are afraid that they may die in loneliness. Listen, delusional arrogance is becoming too much, and media is also for various reasons trying to make it look like everything is okay. Listen, neither I was ready to get swayed by the unsubstantiated fears, nor I am ready to believe now media trying to portray the picture of everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. Please understand, listen, there are some governments which are interested only in their economy, not in your life. They are interested only to make you clerk, and they don't care about few clerks dying because they look at you more as a number. But be very clear, for Kailasa, every Kailashian is a living conscious being. Your life matters. I want all of you to know, your life matters. Please do every possible precautionary steps to protect yourself. Avoid going out as much as possible. Don't call your delusional arrogance as bravery. No. Please be informed. Please be informed after doing thorough research. I have come to the conclusion COVID-19 has no cure. Please listen carefully. COVID-19 has no cure and no such thing as recovery. Even the people who are recovered, more than 80% permanent heart damage. I can show you a very substantiated research-based articles. I am putting the link now. You can read. So understand, once COVID, maybe little time it takes. So don't try to show your delusional arrogance as bravery. See, of course, I am intervening and protecting many of my devotees and recovering them completely without any effort, without any impact of COVID-19. But just because I am protecting, don't try to go and get infected and overload me. She did not get infected out of arrogance. or delusional arrogance. It was accident. So it's my responsibility to intervene and protect and completely heal. But if you are trying to do out of your delusional arrogance, then actually I should not interfere. If you are doing it out of your delusional arrogance to show your bravery, then I'll say, okay, you are a hero. You want to be a hero. Okay, be hero. Please do not show your delusional arrogance, heroism to Corona, to COVID-19. Show all that in front of your street girls, like college kids. How these kids, college kids, only when the girls walk, they will pick up their cigarette and throw it up and hold it up. Do all your heroism when your college girls walk, not with Corona. I wanted to tell all my disciples, I never bothered about the unsubstantiated fears created by media hype and unsubstantiated fears. Same way, I am not okay with now what media is trying to show all over the world, that everything is okay. And I read an article about bikers going just to show that everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. Till December 14th, keep quiet. Keep yourself safe. Stay home, stay aham, stay safe. 250,000 bikers to defy common sense for 9 days at Sturgis rally. I'm projecting that article. Read that article. I don't know what their annual bikers get together. I don't know what they are up to. Please, you read that article directly. I don't want to comment on it. All of you, all Kailashians, all my disciples, anyone who trusts me, all my devotees, please read these articles. Do not be suicidal. Do not allow pandemic fatigue to incite delusional arrogance. So till December 14th, any country you are in, literally you are all going to be in home quarantine. Not only you, we are all going to be in home quarantine. Be very clear. Let us use these 6 months to build superconsciousness for ourselves. So Paramashiva's being can manifest in us. I'll teach you these sciences continuously in multiple ways. Today, first thing, if you already received Atmalinga, wear it either in your neck as a chain or in the hip, anywhere in the body, somewhere, wear it. Let it be always with you. Remember, Paramashiva himself is there as Atmalinga, Archavatara with you. He is there protecting you, guiding you, enriching you, constantly making the Paramashiva electromagnetic field around you. Paramashiva consciousness for you. If you don't have Atmalinga, if you are not initiated, for time being, you can take any one small stone and bring it tomorrow to morning satsang and keep it in front of you. I will energize and initiate and bless you. Energize that stone into linga. I'll make the Paramashiva's Archavatara happen in that linga. Make it as your Atmalinga and initiate you. And start wearing it from tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll give Atmalinga initiation, unique. If you already received Atmalinga from me, bring it. If you have not received, pick up any one small stone. Wash it nicely and bring it. For tomorrow's satsang, I'll make that into Atmalinga by making Paramashiva happen, manifest in that as Archavatara and initiate you. One by one, step by step, I'll make sure you all have superconscious breakthrough so we can take it to the whole world. That's all. That's all for now. My blessings. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living, Shuddhatvaita Saivam. The state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.